If you live in Laredo, you have to see this. Okay, this video is for all Laredoans, and it's to bring awareness of what might be happening to you guys. For those of you that are not from Laredo, Texas, quick backstory. Laredo is actually living in third world country conditions. Half the city doesn't have access to any water whatsoever, unless they bring their own containers, and the city's trying to make up for it. But long story short, the infrastructure is really bad and old. Nobody wants to take responsibility for it, which is okay. However, the people of Laredo are the ones suffering. And it turns out there's, I don't know, I've heard 500 million and 50 million. So, I don't know, there's an extra zero there, kind of like the water bill. I think it has extra zeros in it. And I don't know, they don't have their information straight, so I don't know exactly what's going on. All I know is my water bill went up by a lot. And I don't know if any of y'all know this, but I don't even live in Laredo during the time when the water spiked that much. According to them, I used about 75,000 gallons or something like that. And they say
there was a leak.
You had a leak. It shows you've had a leak at the property since May 5th. You have a leak in the property. It just depends where the leak is. Somebody told you that there was a leak, right?
Mm-hmm. Any of you out there have a bill that's gone crazy high? Like I said, we weren't even living there, and it's crazy. It's beyond crazy. Please leave in the comments, like, if you guys have something. Maybe the people of Laredo for once will come together and make something happen, make something positive, improve our city. We need to come together, people. I can't do this alone. So please, if you can, hit me up in the comments. Let me know if your bills are kind of fishy or whatever, and we can together do something about this. Something needs to be done. I don't see how people are living without water. I mean, by the time this video comes out, I'm hoping that Laredo has water. It's just sad that people are suffering because of negligence. I don't know how I can hit them, but people shouldn't be paying. This is literally theft, man. No service, no product was given, and yet they are, taking money away. What can you do?
All calls are recorded for quality assurance.
Well, so am I. These are actual recordings of me trying to get to the bottom of this. Pretty much unsuccessful, unfortunately. So take a look, and you all make a decision for yourself.
Good afternoon, City Hall Utilities. How may I help you?
Yes, I'd like to inquire why the bills are coming out so crazy high. Like the last 3 months have been...
Pretty much, it's running 24 hours, your water.
It has to be, it has to be a glitch or something. Like I said, there's nobody right now as we speak. I am driving to San Antonio. Nobody lives there. You can go and shut it off. I don't care. Like, shut it off till January. I don't need water in that house, and I don't need these bills. I mean, nobody's living there. Honestly, it's abandoned. Like, I just come to work and I take off back to San Antonio. I mean, I don't have a use for the water at the house. I have power. That's all I need. Maybe just to go inside, grab some things, and go leave. That's it. I want to cut service, and I'll look into that leak or whatever, but there is no leak. Everything's dry inside. There would be, some sort of flooding, or, the drain. I mean, obviously for this amount of water, it would have to be not a little drip. I'm assuming it has to be, almost completely open. I mean, how much, if it's not a little leak, a little drip or whatever that's causing this. And like I said, even right now, before I took off, because I opened the bill and got a shocker, I was like, I went and closed everything again. The only thing I need to do is close that meter, but I want you guys to do it, put a lock on it. I don't want to get a bill next month. And if there's if I still get a bill or for something, then it's got to be a glitch. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, there's no way there's a leak. I mean, and nobody's using the water. There's nobody living there.
Okay, so I put the disconnection for today?
Yes, disconnect it if you want. I don't need it. Don't, shut it off. And then I want to see if I get a bill next month also, because obviously there's no leak and I don't know where, why am I getting billed this much? I mean, other than making up for the $5 credit you gave the city because you supplied bad water for a couple of months. But so I just got back from San Antonio and I noticed there is water at the meter. It should be 0 because they locked it. But it's still leaking. So, who's responsible for this? Okay, quick public announcement. This is brought to you by the city of Laredo also. It's a public notice for July 2020, all right? So the monitoring requirements not met for the city of Laredo. Our system failed to collect every required coliform sample. Although the incident is not an emergency, as our customers, you have the right to know, okay? And what they are doing to correct the situation. This was before the lines blew up, by the way. All right, so they're required to monitor the drinking water for specific contamination, blah, blah, blah. During the July 2020, they failed and did not complete all the monitoring or testing. 1 out of the 150 tests were not collected. So what should I do? There is nothing you can do at this time. You may continue to drink the water. If a situation arises where the water is no longer safe to drink, we are required to notify you within 24 hours. When the lines blew for half of the city, there was no water, and whoever did have water, it was under 20 psi, so they're required by the state to actually say or advise and give a boil notice. Otherwise, I think Laredo would have been what is being done? Well, they collect samples in August 2020 and are no longer in violation. So, as of August 2020, they're no longer in violation of collecting the samples, whatever. So, the date this was distributed was October 29th. October 29th. For something that happened in July 2020. By the way, you still have to pay for all this water, okay? And going back now to all this chaos that happened these past weeks, if they charge like they're charging like this right now, they should be out of the hole within maybe 6 months or so. You get about maybe 40,000 dumbasses like me to pay $700 a month. That infrastructure, you don't even need infrastructure money from the federal government. City of Laredoans will provide. How do you get to the bottom of this? So anyways, enjoy the recordings, all right? In case you guys didn't notice, this is gonna get a lot better. Okay, so obviously I've been having issues with this meter. Now they're claiming I owe $700 to the freaking city. So I can't even get a meter reading. Okay, so this is off. It's kind of wet in here, which is kind of weird because there shouldn't be. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Okay. Okay. This thing, it's not even plugged. What the hell, man? This thing has been chopped off or cut for... How the hell are they getting a reading? Their meter, it goes into the meter. This wire goes into the meter. And it's not even plugged in. What the hell? Oh, they're gonna have to explain this. How long has this been? I mean, it looks really old. Wow, okay. They're gonna have to explain that to me. Alrighty. And here it is. You know, I got obviously locked out because I got charged like $560 some for this month, and I told them to shut it off because I'm not even living in the house. So they did a good job of that. They did shut it off. But this thing's not even connected. Do they cut it when they shut it off? This looks more than a couple of weeks. It looks like it's been a long time disconnected or cut off, literally. So what happens when the cable is cut?
So that there's multiple things registering.
Yeah.
There's something registered for 162 gallons from midnight to 3 in the morning, and then it dropped down to 147 at 4 in the morning to 5 in the morning, and then it went back up at 7 in the morning to 162. I can check to see if there's 162 from 4 to 6 a.m. It's 147.
So how would that cable that's been cut off affect the meter?
I don't know when that cable was cut off because the readings are coming in. Only 7 days in September that it didn't register anything, but we don't know how long that cable's been cut, but I can certainly report it.
Yeah, well, how would that affect it though? That's what I want to know. Would it glitch? Would it make your meter glitch? Would it add an extra zero to it?
There would be no readings coming in whatsoever, sir. Okay. So they went out there, they took the reading, it says lock was installed, and then the date. That was on October the 13th. Then that same day, that's when they terminated your account. Same person, same representative, as for Javier Villela, by phone, and it has your phone number here. And then they closed it, because here they closed it October the 4th, 10/14. On the, I think it's a typo. It's on the 14th. It says 10:04, but it's on the 14th because it's closed on the 14th. So they put the wrong date on there.
Oh, okay. So typos only happen when you're writing reports. No, it was actually the 13th. You even got that wrong. It wasn't even a 4 involved.
If the antenna was ripped at that point, they should have documented it on the work order, and they should have sent out another work order to have the antenna replaced.
Should have, but they didn't.
If you go in there to choose to use the water without having an active account, we're not going to be able to detect that. Why? Because the antenna is torn. But we're going to be able to see that the meter has that doesn't stop the water from coming out from the meter. That just stops the connection. We're not able to see how much water you're using.
Yeah.
And a lot of we have cases where customers do that intentionally so that we don't find out they're still using the water.
Are you insinuating I cut it?
Something happened on September the 3rd, as if, something, I don't know what happened, that nothing came in. There's no readings whatsoever. It does not mean, usually when the customer doesn't use water, it'll say there zero consumption. This one doesn't even say zero consumption. There was something happening that the readings weren't coming in.
It's called a glitch, lady. It's when it doesn't work.
They probably replaced the antenna because September the 1st through the 7th, the readings were not coming in automatically. They were entered manually.
On September?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And
in
then when
September, the very first week of September, there was something. If they were cut, it wasn't detecting we don't see here the hourly reading, the daily reading. We only see where they uploaded the reading. Somebody had to go out there to upload the reading. So, start on October the 9th, the reading started registering automatically every hour. So possibly that's when they may have replaced the antenna on the A's, because the A's you show no consumption.
What do you mean? So there's no work order for an antenna? You're just assuming they replaced it? What the hell's going on? That I can literally take the lid and throw it away. There's no, it's not connected to the meter itself. And like I said, it looks like a very old cut.
Well, I don't know. So we would need to send someone out there to check it out.
So their solution is we will give you your previous usage. I'll go back a couple of months and I'll print them out and I'll show them to you. And I don't need to know what my usage is. I mean, I could tell. I live there, so I know it looks like this. Here's where it starts going bad. I don't know how showing me my bills will fix anything. That's not a solution. But according to them, that's the best they can do. They refuse to adjust the bill, even though it's been proven that the only ones that messed with, not the meter, I'll make sure it's the antenna. They replaced the antenna. So how?
Well, we are not gonna, we don't have an option to change anything on your account, sir.
It was designed for that antenna to be connected so it could send a signal, but somehow it can be cut off and become wireless all of a sudden and still give good readings according to them. They don't care as long as you pay. You have to pay or they'll cut you. I mean, there's no. What can you do? What can you do? I mean, calm down, Laredo. Calm down, people. Take a deep breath of ethylene oxide, all right? Great freaking there in Laredo. Only the best cancer for you guys, all right? So frustrating, man. But anyways. Noticias en español. Esta es información importante de la agua que toma de Laredo. Bueno, aquí dice los sistemas fallaron. Ok. No es emergencia todavía, pero ¿qué es lo que tiene que ser? No conectaron toda la información que debían, no están monitoreando el agua como debían. Y pues chance que cayó un poquito. No hay pedo, se bajó un poquito nada más. Esto fue en julio de 2020 y lo mandaron la notificación hasta octubre 29. Con madre, no hay pedo. What you do? ¿Qué deben de hacer? ¿O qué pueden hacer? Nada. Se la pelaron, ¿ok? No hay nada que puedan hacer. Sigan tomando agua. Aquí dice, no hay PEX. Si algo pasa, ellos les avisan en un día. ¿Y qué se está haciendo para remediar este PEX? Están colectando el agua, checándola, pero empezaron en agosto. Bueno, esta notificación fue de julio, colectaron en agosto las muestras y pues hay que les vaya bien. Que al cabo los que están encargados no toman agua de la llave, sino que toman su Essentia o Voz. No toman agua de Laredo. Ellos saben mejor. Pero la gente de Laredo, ¿qué debe ser? No es justo. Tiene que cambiar esto. Dejen comentarios abajo. Pongan su información. Tenemos que ponernos todos de acuerdo y pelear la ciudad para proteger la gente de Laredo.